definitely a very awesome commonality for anybody that knows me. So let's bring her on.
Hey everyone.
Hey,
It's working? Cool. All right.
hey.
Hey.
Okay, cool. We're all on now. Yay. So tell me a little bit about Oblivion Her Majesty, because obviously I've known you for like over a year, but I've never really talked to you about your band yet.
I don't like to brag. No, I'm kidding. Oblivion Her Majesty, we are we kind of, I guess, market ourselves as like a progressive electronic rock band, I guess is the best way to describe us. We're from literally Philadelphia. Half of us live in Philly. We've been together for about 4 years with the final lineup, I would say. Just 4 years of literal constant work. But yeah, that's it. I mean, we've been touring, recording, you name it. This year, especially is kicking ass and not in a good way. But we're trying to work through it, recording all the time, writing 24 effing 7. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's in a weird way. I feel like for bands like you, where you guys kind of don't need to put all of this thought behind a tour, I feel like you guys are going to be the first ones to go back and get out playing more than the bands that are in like these huge stadiums. So I guess that's a bright spot, but like it still sucks.
Yeah, we have a show booked for September, and they're saying it's going to happen still. I don't know, but you're absolutely right. Like the band, the kind of band that we are, the one with a decent following, in our area and on the East Coast, we're not going to be able to go back right away because we're not playing like outside bar shows anymore, kind of stuff like that. We're playing just like small like venues. But yeah, we definitely will be one of the first ones back, and that has like its ups and downs because I don't know if people are really going to come out right now. They might be like super freaked out. But we're hoping, there's a safe way to make it happen, and we'll be back sooner than later, for sure.
Yeah, I find that for sure because like last weekend I shot like the social distancing show up in Pittsburgh, and it was it's weird, but like it's so cool to be able to get out there and see everybody and be like, hey, at least I'm out doing something, and I feel like I'm back in the scene a little bit.
Yeah, and like the guys in my band, like it's like we're split up. Like some of us really love the writing and recording part of it, which obviously I love. I have to love it. But like for me, the live part is the best part of being in a band. Like shows are like the best. Like just I can't even describe it. And to not know when that's gonna come back, it sucks. It really does. It just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks right now, and especially like, and I'm sure you feel the same way, but you're grinding and doing all this stuff. Like I was out on the road doing all of this like photo work and bouncing from camp to camp, doing all this different stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, whoa, we're totally done right now.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Like, it sounds pathetic when I tell people, but I'm like, we were doing so good. Like we were doing really well. We were on the right path. We were getting radio play and everything, and it just comes to a screeching halt because we're not at that level yet. We're like I'm gonna be honest, if we don't play shows for like a year or two, like we have to make sure people remember us because we were getting to that point where we were being like that Philly band, that's playing all the time, like stuff like that, and that's where we want it to be for now. And then it just like it went like this, and then it went like this. So we're really just we filmed a new music video like last month. We're cranking out singles, recording, writing, so we can push them all, just to keep our name out there and try and keep that momentum that we had before this shit. But
yeah, that's a big thing for like I find like more underground bands per se, is that you guys have to keep putting stuff out to a degree, but it still is like, how do you do it? Because how do you either cater to the fan base that you have, and how do you grow that just like on social media? Because it's difficult.
Yeah, I mean, it's people are, well, first of all, humans are like visual creatures by nature, right? So they like to, hearing stuff, obviously music, that's the number one thing of being a band and a musician. But like they also, I know if I love a band, I like to see photo shoots, I like to see videos, I like to see live streams, shit like that. And it's like ways of, well, we don't have shows right now, so we have to find a way to like get our faces out there too.
Yeah.
It's like a really tricky part of it. Hopefully when this music video comes out, I have like super high hopes for it after editing. So I'm hoping that, I'm going to send it out to different media companies and shit like that. So hope that gets some publicity for us. But yeah, you got to get creative for sure. It's definitely testing our entertainmentship. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. And being able to do all that. I actually see Zosha just popped on. She just did Reign of Z did kind of like a live stream thing. It wasn't live, but it was some sort of a like streamed concert. I'm gonna bring her on. She could probably explain that a little bit better than I can.
Hi.
What's up, Zosha?
I'm so sorry I'm late. I suck. We actually just wrapped from rehearsal, and I was helping Burke put stuff in the car, so I apologize, but I'm sure that everybody can sympathize with that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. You get caught up in stuff that's like, shit. I've been doing absolutely great. I'm very excited. So, for those who don't know, Reign of Z is actually playing a show tomorrow. It is still on, right?
For now. We'll see.
For now, the show tomorrow is still on. In Irwin, PA. Hopefully, it's still. We need to get out there at this point. It's terrible. That's what Rachel and I were just talking about.
Yeah. If like Godzilla decides to come and let's throw something else in 2020, I mean, nothing shocks me.
Yeah. And it sucks, but hopefully, like, it's terrible that it's like the night before show. It's like, okay, are we still doing this? What's going on?
And then you get that text from the venue owner, like, oh, guys, sorry, like, never mind. It's like, shit.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's great.
I got a slew of those in April.
Well, and, I'm sure, Rachel, correct?
Yeah, that's it.
I want to make sure. Okay, I did my homework. But I wanted to say, like, it's hard with this situation, and there's so many different theories going out online, and I'm not going to go toe to toe with a promoter, and I'm not going to go toe to toe with a venue. You know what I mean? No. It's like we're gonna bow our heads and just say okay, and try to move on to the next.
Yeah, because how can you fight that? Like, how can you demand that your show goes on when there's a world pandemic? You just can't. But yeah,
because God forbid, I mean, regardless if you believe in COVID or not or whatever, like if somebody did get sick at our show, I would feel horrible.
Yeah,
and that would be how we would blow up. They'd be
like,
oh, we got COVID at the Reign of Z show. And I'd be like, great, that's
it.
Yeah. Like, great, that's the virtual thing. That's the thing that went viral. Not all of the music I put out, not all the work I've done. It's the fact that this happened.
Like, fuck. So
that would be terrible. Oh my God.
It'd be awful. I would feel horrible, but I mean, like I said, I'm not going to go toe to toe. I mean, we're still booking. I don't know, Rachel, if your band's booking, but we're trying to book.
We're calling it hopeful booking. Like I was telling everyone before, like we have a show in September, supposedly. But Philadelphia is being weird right now, so we're like our result, like our statistics was really good, and then they're really bad, and then they're really good, and then they're really bad. So it's like it's all up in the air right now. I would love for that show to go on if it can safely happen. We are there, absolutely. But if it doesn't, it is what it is.
I mean, I think at this point, there's really not much like we can
do for sure
as artists other than just keep putting out content.
Yeah, that's literally all you can do, and just trying to keep your name out there. It's a pain in the ass, but it tests us for sure.
So you guys are
Rachel and I were talking about that a little bit.
Yeah. Uh-oh, they lose me.
Yeah. No, you're there. I see you.
Can you hear me? Did you lose me? I'm sorry, I'm in the car.
I can still hear you.
Okay,
cool.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, oh shit. Bird went down the road. And everything is
like why are we going on back roads?
Well, we're trying to get dinner, because we just got done with rehearsal, so I'm not crabby and kill people. So, because hangry is a real thing for women. It's a real thing.
Oh my God. My dad is terrified of me when I'm hungry.
Right? If anybody takes anything away from the chat, all the guys out there feed feed your women because we will kill you.
Yeah.
I support that. I support that.
Being in a band with all guys, you know, they gotta understand that.
I always work around men, and they're always like, it'll be like 7 o'clock at night. They're like, "You haven't eaten today," and I can tell, and I'm just like, "Oh, okay, my bad."
Yeah, no, it's a real thing for sure.
Well,
especially, I don't know if that's ever happened.
You're probably like me, where like you forget to eat, and then you get a headache.
Yeah.
And then you're like, "Oh shit, I didn't eat today." And then Bert's like, "Why are you yelling at me over like something stupid?" I'm like, "Probably because I haven't eaten since 10 a.m."
Yeah, I feel that. It's like I've had coffee today and that's it. Like, is my stomach pain from being sick or is it because I haven't eaten today? Like, what is it from?
Which one is it today? My
Yeah,
I don't know.
literally.
Let me go over. Go away.